Alright, fellow birds, the time has come to bird up. One of my favorite characters. He is so unique. He does things that the rest of the cast can't do, but also has to worry about things that the rest of the cast doesn't have to worry about. So we got Libra. Interesting boss fight for our boy. We'll see how well we get on. So to talk quickly about the relics, there are so many ways in my experience to build bird that you will never find, no matter what someone tells you, an optimal bird build. It doesn't exist. What you have are builds optimized for a specific goal in mind, but there are just so many options for bird that it is quite honestly wrong to say that you have an optimized bird build. I have a pretty good bird build here for you. It's an aggressive solo guard counter build. But even then, this one's not optimized. It is absolutely terrible at multiplayer. So we have charge 4th. I want to use the lance, legitimately. Lance is one of my favorite weapons. It's the only great spear I ever really used in base game. That and Siluria's tree. Did an entire run just guard countering with the lance, so I am very comfortable with it. And so we're gonna pick that up and just replace our weapon. And it'll also be interesting, I suppose, to show off what a game looks like without good loot. But the nice thing about Libra is that you don't have to worry about loot per se with him, because he's always going to be the way he is, no matter if you have madness or not. You'll always have to worry about the sigils. There you go. So yeah, I'll try to put up on screen like what I would build for support bird. The thing with support bird is that there's also so many ways to build it, so it's kind of hard to give you like a, oh, this is the best or whatever. Definitely not the case for bird. Like I said, bird has a myriad of ways to build him. Because you can build him for, say for example, with the Augur Relic? I think it's the Augur Relic that gives you items conferred to teammates and that kind of stuff. That's a fantastic way to build bird. Now, some people do it out of the wrong assumption that boosting your HP on bird is a good idea. You don't get that much value out of your investment, I'm afraid. Because bird already hits the soft cap for vigor, so boosting it even further by 3 or 5 is not that good. But if you don't have anything else, it will boost your charge counters ever so slightly. But if it were percentage based, then I would agree. And if you have any sort of percentage based HP, like the grafted greatsword or the talismans that you get in game or the buffs that you get in game, then sure, by all means go for it. But flat vigor plus 5 is not that good. You actually want to boost your green bar. That's your HP bar. Definitely might not look like that to someone just starting out the character, but that is actually your HP bar. Whenever that green bar goes to 0, that's when you start taking damage. So don't worry about the red bar. It's big enough as it is. Worry about the green bar. Good stun. Nice thing about this aggressive build is that it has absolutely juiced up guard counters and riposts. So you get to do this to guys that annoy you. Bad thing about bird and we're just talking about positives and negatives, is that he is very hungry. He's a very hungry bird in the sense that he needs a bunch of stuff. He needs a good great shield. He needs an upgraded great shield, I mean. He needs a good weapon. Not necessarily a halberd, but they are his best weapon. He also needs a bunch of relic choices, so it's really difficult to build him. You can get very lost very quickly when you're building a bird, because you start wondering, oh, I want this, and I want this, I want this, but this relic doesn't have this thing, and I would really want that, and that kind of stuff. So in general, I would say try to focus on the essentials that I will put at the start of the video. Try to always get those at least, and then see if you can add more as you improve your rolls and as you get more relics. So I want to go ahead and buy the lance. And we'll see if we can get a blue out of the mines. We have 2 mines to go through. Did we get a... No, we didn't. No, yeah, we didn't get it. Oh, that sucks. We could have had like one more Stonesword key here, but we just didn't roll it. We did roll it here, so that's fine. Okay, so that's the relics. I do want to mention really quickly, and it's a little bit patronizing. Well, I think so. But considering so many people have, or that I've seen, don't even know, I guess it is important to point out. The way you get into his passive stance is with dodging while blocking, and then you get to sit here as long as you block. I wouldn't recommend just sitting here though. I would recommend just getting out of it as quickly as you can. Lol. Alright, let's see where she is. Taking us. Tree Spear is also very nice. Negate damage, low HP. We'll go for that. Let's see where she is. Her buff is really good with melee weapons, so it looks like she's down here somewhere. Could she be down there? By the way, if you don't know where she is, she spawns where bosses spawn, like night bosses. So it looks like she is at the very bottom of the map. Yeah, let's go for it. It's valuable. Also gets rid of these stupid locusts that are really annoying. We could maybe get... Yeah, she looks like she's in the riverbed. Yep. The locusts will lead you back to her, but sometimes they kind of circle around, so it's difficult to tell exactly where she is. We have an Evergaol here. I always want to mention it, but some characters of mine just don't have the relic, but I always want to try to mention it whenever I can. The doesn't matter if we take our yeah, take a level here. There you go. But where was I? Oh yeah, the Evergaol relic is the best in the game right now, for a very good reason. So if you can roll it with a character ability, hold on to that for dear life, because that is one of the rarest, honestly, rarest rolls in the game. So try to do that if you can. Lucky. So, despite the relic not telling you, that heals you as well. It says nearby allies, which apparently you are one of. We should also be using the tree spear in the meantime. There we go. So we like stance breaking in this household. Very nice. We'll see if we get the chance. If not, we might just upgrade our lands to blue. We'll just call it there. Or just keep using our tree spear. I don't mind using either or. They're both great spears. They're both great. As the name suggests, smile. But I do like the lance. And I've never actually used it in this game. So I want to give it a shot. Just call it morbid curiosity. The tree spear actually. Is it called the tree spear? Yeah, the tree spear would technically be better because Libra is weak to holy and fire. So we might not use the lance at the end, but we'll see. Yeah, I think we do have enough time to at least get down here and kill the Knight Commander. I should note that your charged guard counter for halberds will always be better than a higher level great spear guard counter, if that makes sense. So if you have a legendary great spear, your guard counter will do less damage than if you had a purple halberd with a charged guard counter. The flip side of that, however, is obviously that you're stuck in animation with the charged guard counter, and you can just get yourself killed that way. You can definitely use great spears. I would obviously love it if great spears also got the charged guard counter. But we'll see if they buff him that way. Those are the kinds of buffs that I would love to see for him, because they don't remove his identity. There's people saying, oh, you gotta give him a normal dodge. Like, I get where they're coming from, but he was built without that dodge in mind, and to give it to him feels like a cop-out, like the devs admitting that they don't know how to design a character that doesn't dodge in these games. So, fucking Demi-Human Queen loves to backstab. I'm stuck on something that's so irritating. Alright. GG, well done. We'll pass through here to get our health back. Level up to 9. Always check if there's a chest here. There's a chance for it to spawn, but there isn't. And so we chill. Okay, so we got one of the worst. We do have holy though, thankfully. As you can see, you get absolutely gobbled up by these clowns. There you go. Yeah, this boss fight is surprisingly difficult for him. careful. Your ult here is your best friend. If you are feeling a little bit exposed, your ult will save you. So those are in pairs. You get a stun. When you start trying to guard counter in the middle of his attacks, that's where it can get a little bit dangerous because he counter hits you. Okay, so we're gonna ult this. And I think kill him. Oh, not quite. So, yeah, hold it for heals. There you go. That one is so crucial. I cannot tell you how crucial that effect is for Brood. So since we're going over here for the churches, I'm going to get a head start. Go see if I can kill Maggie, finish off the kill. And see if there's any field boss over here. Then our health bar is starting to look mighty juicy. There you go. Which is going to be great. Successful attacks. Oh, successful guarding, sorry. Always lovely. And we move on. That one over there, depends on what it is. I might not want to fuck around with the field boss all the way up there. And spend all day trying to kill him. But I want to see if it's easy to kill. Maybe like a moose or some other easy to guard counter character. Nope, Blackblade Kindred. We avoid that like the plague. We also avoid this Leonine Misbegotten. We would be wasting too much time. So we go for the church here, then we go for the mine. We come out of the mine, we go for the church, and then we run all the way to the center there. We're looking for blue upgrade materials in the mine, as well as the guaranteed purple, and then we'll decide whether we use the lance or the tree spear. I'd be fine with the tree spear, honestly. It's a great vibe. Libra, though, is one of those characters that moves a lot when he hits you, so another alternative is trying to get the Siluria tree spear or the golden halberd from a purple drop. So here we are. Oh, that somehow hit me. Alright, so we have our 2 purple upgrades. It is generally a little bit more annoying for... close. Generally more annoying for a bird to get a build going because he needs to upgrade 2 things, the shield and the weapon that he's using, so you're gonna have fewer souls to level up, and that's why something like the bug raid is very important, because it gives you those extra souls. And as for purple upgrade materials, you have to plan ahead. If you got mountaintops, I think gets rid of 1, or rotted woods, you only have 2 guaranteed purple upgrade materials unless you find one off a corpse. So always keep that in mind as well. And so I think at this point we have to decide whether we want the tree spear or the lance. Both are fantastic, like I said, but we'll check. I don't think it affects us, but we'll pick it up just in case. Libra being, I think 30 or 40% weak to holy is substantial, so I think we say goodbye to our lance. We'll try it again some other time. And here we upgrade all of that. And now we are purpled out. And we'll see what we have over here. Okay. I like her. Just look at the range. She gets really sheepish. This happens in base Elden Ring as well. Oh, I got behind my guard somehow. She gets really sheepish when something can stagger her. So like great spears, ultras. So it's very easy to just keep her in a corner like this. Alright, double debuff, lol. Oh. There you go. Bloody Healers is very nice. Oh, Blood Boon is also very nice. Fuck. It might have to be It has to be Mogwin, right? Mogwin will do fire damage, which Libra is weak to, and also bleed him. But it does slightly less damage, so... we're gonna go for guard counters. You should take Mogwin. But we're gonna go for that just for the content, and to show you off the skeletons if you haven't seen those already. Mogwin is obviously a very good, probably one of the best great spears out there, so an obvious choice. But we are being silly little guys, and we're going to be trying out different things. So word of warning, if you find a Mogwin, always pick it up no matter what the other option is. Of course, unless the other option is like, I don't know, win the game or something stupid. There are some really good options, that's what I'm trying to say. But in this case, Mogwin would have helped us, because this boss can bleed. Too far away. We get to see the skeletons. Stun? Yep. Then we debuff him. Okay, he messed him. He's probably gonna turn around, and he does slide a lot as he turns around, so be careful. You can take advantage of that though by like getting in his way, but then sometimes he just refuses to hit you. Oh, fourth time daring today, are we? Oh, close. So that's the thing about great spears, right? Compared to halberds, you have these issues of being too far away after a guard counter, where a halberd would not have that issue because you just go for miles with a charged guard counter. So in that sense, you are going to be doing more damage, but with the smaller guard counters, you do less damage. So even your choice of weapon is a factor with this character, and that's why I like it. Hopefully you've seen just how many different choices you have to make with them compared to the rest of the roster. Right, your upgrade materials, which weapon... Oh, he died too quickly, my fault. So Dragon Halberd is a great idea as well. Might be one of the best ideas we've had. So we have a halberd and a great spear. It's also a great idea if you're unsure which one you like more, I'll pick up 2. And for Libra, I think we are going to end up using the halberd a little bit more. So we don't have anything else left. We're going to go kill this Hippo that I know is there, and then maybe this thing. Sadly, every other field boss got outside the ring. I got put outside the ring, so we don't have many choices in that regard. We also don't have Stonesword keys because there's nowhere else to get them from. Hippo is another fantastic great one. Fantastic great one. That's a fantastic great word or sentence. Fantastic great one, man. Speaking of fantastic great, the Dragon Halberd, really good. You can see the difference in guard counters as well. Just being able to get back in there is fantastic. So we have damage negation at full HP or stamina recovery. I might take the damage negation at full. I'm not convinced. I think this one is Stonesword key. Interesting. Energy's favor. I'll pick that up. So we can actually hit that now. Let's go do it before the day closes. We're almost there. Obviously, corpse things you shouldn't even consider. I think offline they might be fixed, but don't quote me on that. In general, though, you shouldn't put too much stock in them because you're obviously not going to have them guaranteed. But they can make a good run into a great run, and they can make a bad run into a salvageable one. So always look at them no matter what you're doing. So that is one guard counter that a Great Spear wouldn't be able to do. It closes up there as quite honestly expected. Man. Just slap him a bit. We might have time, depending on what that is down there. Let's go for damage negation. Okay, 75. What we haven't gotten yet, which I should have, and which I should, present tense, is go up to this camp and buy the Winding Grace. Even if you're a god gamer, even if you've played this game for 180 hours, as I have, go for the Winding Grace, man. It might save your life. Also, like I get not wanting to go for that, but at the same time, are you really going to need those 20,000? Probably not, right? At the end of a run? Look at me, I'm level 14. We might not be able to kill this guy in time. Is what I would say. Never mind, this guy's deceased. Ow. Ow. Jug. And then we get the stance break. I don't even need to look at the rest. And we're level 15. So hopefully this shows, regardless of the boss you're gonna fight, which I have a few things to comment on about that, just how comfy this character is, despite what people will say, and despite him being worse in solo than in multiplayer. And the people complaining about this character, quite honestly, like, I don't mean to offend, but it's kind of a self-report, man. You're self-reporting that you just don't know how to play the character, which is fine, but don't go saying a character's bad just because you don't know how to play it. Figure it out first. I mean, I'm telling you, when I say people saying he's bad, it's like the way they talk about him is like he's unfixable. Man, come on, let's be honest. So we're going for the holy here just because our chicken friend is weakest to holy. Oh, you do have to be careful in this fight because you're gonna get dead angled quite a lot. So you do have to be aware. Just because of his physiognomy, is that the word? Very lanky fella, very top heavy. So you have to aim up slightly with your guard counters. There you go. We're looking at... Man. Quite honestly, this would be the best, but I feel like the only way I die is if I get madness. So I'm gonna take the madness resistance. And okay. Tell you what, we'll try out, just for curiosity's sake, we'll try out the first half with the halberd, or the first half with the rump shaker, and then the second half with the halberd. So excluding Gaping Jaw, which is his worst matchup, Bird actually has some favorable matchups. So Ailments, Hold Death, I refuse. We can let the timer run out. Talk a little bit about his matchups. So Augur, if you have the extended skill, Augur is a joke because all of the jellyfish you just instantly kill for your entire team. Then you have Bugs, which you can guard, like you can tank. Well, no, you mostly focus on the Scorpion whenever you're fighting Bugs. Centaur is easy. The final boss is also easy. I would say Libra is favorable to you, though he does have a bunch of screwed up attacks that might dead angle you. And then dogs, well, dogs is dogs. You can get a bunch of damage, but they can also hurt you quite a lot. So there you go. A few guard counters here where it is difficult to get the hit in. So hopefully that shows you the difference between a Great Spear and a Halberd. So he's gonna go into his sigils here. Oh, no. I might have skipped it. There we go. Sigil time. First one is free. Second one, we do have an ult to interrupt it. Oh, not free. Interesting. Oh, it must be tied to his HP then. So for that one, we run the fuck away. We really don't want to be near those. Just makes the fight a lot more awkward. 3 of them explode. Oh, there's the madness. Close. So I know I stunned him, but I'm just gonna take this time to kill. And we said second half was gonna be this. Okay, so the trick with those is that they always go clockwise. So try to get to a spot where it already crossed to, I guess. Okay, so he's going for his big ult. We have enough. Nice. And we get hopefully a frostbite. Well, not quite. There we go. Well done. Didn't even use the things that I bought, huh? Well. Sometimes it'd be like that, but yeah, I mean, come on, man. Who doesn't love a good bird? Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you have any questions about bird or any other character, let me know. We're halfway through the guides. I might take a break and do like a tier list. I know people love tier lists. And yeah, have a good one.